Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you can see this now. I've invested in a little lead and a projector that's not an overhead projector so that I can get documents displayed on my wall. And I just recapped it before I started. Um, the overall reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction with excess haloalkane, and we use bromomethane as the excess haloalkane and ammonia gas. We recapped it. I haven't got the mechanism, this is just reactions. Actually the last two I can see are wrong, but we'll come to that in a minute. Two ammonias, ammonia changing to a primary amine, giving you a salt. That's correct. But you get a further reaction because the primary amine is a nucleophile and can react further with bromomethane if there's excess present, and there is. We said there would be. So, part B, nucleophile. Is that primary amine? Using that primary amine, two molecules of it. Now focus on that two molecules of it, because one of them does the nucleophilic substitution. The second one plucks the proton off the intermediate and makes the salt. So consequently, primary amine is substituted. The hydrogens are substituted with CH3. The hydrogens with an extra CH3 make a secondary amine, and again the salt as a function of the primary amine behaving as a base. And then further reaction, excess haloalkane, which there is, and then I've done it again, but this time I've made a mistake. What's my mistake? Look in front here. If I was on an overhead projector, or if I was in school, I could put a 2 there. But I'm not going to do that to my dining room wall. I'm going to tell you there should be a 2 there. This is a secondary amine. I should have written secondary amine underneath this. Secondary amine, two of them react with haloalkane, turning it into a tertiary amine, and the second molecule will make for you the salt. And then the whole reaction happening again. Two of these, because that's a nucleophile, two of these, which is a tertiary amine. Again, I'd want a big 2 there to balance it up. Big 2 there. One of these will react with, what's happened there? I don't know. It's a problem with newfangled auto shut off things that happen every now and again. My overhead projector never does that. Anyway, there should be a 2 there. One of them is used to do the nucleophilic substitution reaction. The second one, no, this one's right. This does not need a second one to pluck the hydrogen off, does it? It's a one-step reaction. It only goes that reaction, that makes that. Because that cannot react further. That is not a nucleophile. And therefore the reaction stops. No further reaction possible as it's not a nucleophile. There's a T missing there. This is a quaternary ammonium salt, and the reaction scheme stops. Now, how do I turn that off? With an overhead projector, you just turn it off. With this, it's a little bit more tricky. So, this involved reaction after reaction where ammonia turns to primary amine, and then secondary amine, then tertiary amine, then ending on quaternary ammonium ions, or quaternary ammonium salt if you want to include the bromide ions with it. They are ionic, they make crystals. Those crystals are what we sprinkle into detergents, etc., where we want to do some fabric softening properties to happen, etc. Um, I want you to do one. I know you might not want to do it, but you know, if you're asked in an exam, you never ask the whole lot. They will ask you for bits within it. They'll ask you for like, you know, part C of my ABCD, or they'll want the same ideas. And if you do one example from start to finish, I want you to go through all of these things that I've explained today. What do I want you to do? Well, I want you to do this one. Task for you. Oh. Sorry, I haven't quite worked out how to do this. So the task for you, guys is I want you to start with excess chloroethane. Starting with excess chloroethane and ammonia. Tell me what will happen. Mechanistically, stage A will be the ammonia will be converted. It'll be converted into a primary amine, which will be ethylamine. And then it will carry on to react to make secondary amine and tertiary amine and ending on quaternary ammonium salts. I want you to do the mechanism. Do that now. I'm going to pause the video there.